Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to another hashtag Lockboss show and giveaway. Thank you all for joining. And man, we have a full plate today, and I'm really excited to get going. So of course, I'm drinking Topo Chico. Cheers to everyone out there who's drinking with me. And I'm hoping everyone's having a great start of the week, having a good Tuesday. Speaking of, actually, before we get going, I want to show you this. So, of course, we like drinking Topo Chico, and Connor and Megan and Kylie created this TikTok video. It's actually about Topo Chico. It's pretty good. And before we get going here, let me play it for you if you haven't already seen it. Here you go. There you have it. Pretty good. That's on TikTok. Hey, you know what? I'm going to approve anything around here that when they say, hey, PJ, here's a Topo Chico for you, and we just need you to drink it. I'm like, yes, please. Works for me. So good stuff. All right, so let's dive into it. Like I said, we have a full plate here today, go over some stuff. And of course, I need you to hang around to the very, very end because I want to give you something for all of you watching live. So hang around to the very end. I got something for you that I think you're going to want. So hang around to the very end to figure out what that is. All right. So let's go ahead, get it pulled up here. And I tell you what, we're going to be going over the post of the week, comment of the week, friend or foe, your locksmith competition, and of course we're going to be announcing this week's 5 winners. So here we go. All right, post of the week. All right, check this out. This is from WNY Lock and Key, putting the Lockboss sticker there on the MX-13, the GMS MX-13 safe. How cool is that, guys? Give it up for WNY Lock and Key. That's cool stuff there. Thanks for sending that in. Next up, we got some winnings from Joe Picks. Joe Picks says he sent us a picture there. That's good stuff. Looks like you got the SFIC lock caddy, the water bottle, and one of the pinning mats. By the way, great feedback on the pinning mats. We actually, so many of you actually, let me take this down. So many of you filled out that survey and provided us great information. We went over it as a team last Friday, and we have the design going. So that's really cool, guys. Thank you so much for sending that in. And plus all the ones who left comments on the video as well. So thank you. All right, next up is... All right, so this is from Mark C. Now, this wasn't a giveaway. This is actually just him sending a picture of the pinning mat, which he says he likes. Looks like he ordered the pinning mat. You can see the lab annex there, and you can see the SFIC A2 pinning gauge. And then, of course, some Mott's fruit snacks that looks like the bag has already been opened. There we go. There we go. That's good. I like seeing that, Mark. Thank you for sending that in. All right, comment of the week. All right, what do we got here? All right, so sorry, I got to lean in here to read it because my computer screen is kind of far away here. It says, always digging new info for the trade. Keep up the awesome work, guys. Thank you. I find that when a key isn't using the correct jaw, you really need to feel that it's not correct. Glad I'm not crazy thinking that you shouldn't be using paper clips or other crap. Is that a technical term? Crap? I'm joking. To line up the key. Thank you for your time, and try out the jaws or look it up. Ilko has great customer service if needed, and have always answered my questions I've had. Good stuff. Well, hey, Lucky Strike, thanks for sending that in. It's a great comment. And yeah, I mean, when I read that and I think that's like, you're absolutely right. Billy had some great information when it came to the jaws, right? That's good information. At the same time, if you don't have a 4-way jaw, using paper clips or different stuff is kind of what you have to do. But I think the more important thing is, right? So if you used to have like an older 2-way jaw and you were used to doing that, and then you get a new machine, well, a lot of times you just want to keep doing that, right? So, but yeah, you're right. Being able to use the jaws and understanding them, that's absolutely fantastic. Great comment, Lucky Strike. Thank you for sending that in. Appreciate it. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Next up, we're just cruising right along, aren't we here? All right. All right, so now we're going to dive into the main topic here that I kind of want to talk about. And, this is a good one, and it actually came from a comment that was left on a video. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? This would be a great topic for conversation for all of you to give your feedback, as well as I'll try to be as productive as I can with the question. So, and that really comes down to your competition, right? And we're gonna dive into this a little bit. I have a story or two for you, and let's go ahead and pull up the question here that had me thinking. All right, so this is the question that posed today's topic: your local locksmith competition, friend or foe? Okay, so here's the question. If you're looking at the screen, you can read it here with me. From Zachary Linton. Hopefully I said that right. Zachary, thanks for posting that, man. Great question. And here we go. So he asks, I have a question for the guests. If you are a single staff member locksmith company and needed help with something locksmiths would know what to do, would you call another locksmith, or would you ask the customer to call another locksmith? In other words, if you're sitting in a situation and you're not sure and you don't really know what to do you call another locksmith for help or for suggestions or to send them out, or do you just have them call somebody? So that's the question I would love to know, not only in the chat right now. I see that chat messages are almost 70 of them sitting there. But on top of that is in the comments, go ahead and put what you would do in that situation, right? Because the point of me bringing this topic up and talking about it is for all of us to put our input in and let others read, right? Kind of do one of those chew the meat, spit the bones type of thing, right? So going to put, what do you do in that situation? Or maybe if you're new and you haven't got to experience much of this yet, a better question is what do you wish those in your area would do? How about that? So, all right. So move that around too much here. Okay. So that's the question we're working with today. So when I read that question, I was kind of like, okay, what question is actually really being asked here at a deeper level, at a nuanced level? And that is, when it comes to your competition, is your competition a friend or a foe? Now, let's kind of back this up and let's just talk through it for a few minutes here. All right. So right off the bat, right, when you hear the word competition, those in your area who you compete with for business, it automatically kind of signals this like win-lose situation. Either you're going to win, they're going to lose, they're going to lose, you're going to win. And of course, in the nuance of it, there's truth to that, right? That's kind of more true than untrue, right? For the most part. And at the same time, it's not true at all. And so that's kind of the fun of it, right? The nuance, and I know I talk about this a lot, and so forgive me, right? But the nuance of topics that we've been going over, in my opinion, is the most helpful to us all, right? Because it gives us all an opportunity to look at everything from different angles and to learn and to have stuff pop up to be like, I never really thought about that. So I love it. But at the end of the day, this is the deal. You have competition you're competing with. Maybe you have some of the low-priced competition in your area, or maybe you have some like really high reputation companies in your area, and it's hard to pick up because they're happy with them. All those sorts of things, right? So the question that I want to ask is, do you build relationships with your competition, or at minimum, communicate. And I mean that in like in a positive way, right? I think without a shadow of a doubt, if you've watched any number of the videos that I've had where I ask other locksmiths these questions, I believe without a shadow of a doubt that we need to be building relationships, because we can help each other. And, that goes for me too. And so I don't want to just say, hey, you guys need to be nice to your competition. And I'm not, right? So at the end of the day, like even in the distribution level of things, I talk to just about all of CLK's competition. I have many of them programmed into my phone, and we talk or exchange text messages, sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly, sometimes yearly. I have some email threads with some of the other competition that we have, and I pretty much try to communicate with all of them, some more than others, right? There's some that you tend to personality wise get along a little better, and there's other ones that it's tough, right? It's just tough. And but that doesn't mean that you still can't be professional, be polite, and at least have some sort of communication there, because this is the deal. Okay, there's been times where some of our competition has needed some supplies from us, and we've helped them out. And there's also a time where we've needed from others, and they've helped us out. And that's part of what we need to be doing, right? Now, the other part is like, okay, we only have quickset keys, let's say, in stock right now. Now, I could sell some to our competitors for kind of at cost, maybe a little over, or I could run an ad saying, hey, we actually have them, right? Like there's two trains of thought there. So for me, I prefer to be friendly, be kind, and help others out. And I'm curious how you are with your competition. I would say though, the more that we in this industry, it seems like and probably in every industry, there's a lot of egos and a lot of competition. And we all hear bad things about our competitors from customers. That's just how it works, right? We all hear bad things. And so what you have to understand is that your competitors are going to hear some bad things about you, right? True or false, 50% right, 10% right. That's just how it is. That's just how it is, okay? And at the same time, we can choose to just have good communications open, and so I want to know what you guys do. All right. And I want to tell you one story, true story that I'm hoping I'm not telling you the story because I am trying to look like the good guy in the situation, but I want to tell you a story that was tough for me, but sometimes, you still have to do the right thing. So, this actually was with a different company I own. It was back in 2009, right? So a little bit of time ago, over a decade, but it stuck with me because it really impacted me. And that was, so I started this new business and I needed help. Okay. And that happens to how many of you, right? You're starting locksmithing and all of a sudden you need help. And so what did I do? Now in 2009, YouTube and that kind of stuff wasn't what it is today. And so I did what many of you probably have, and you walk into a competitor's, right? So I walk in there, introduce myself, tell them I'm PJ. This is the company I'm with. This is the company I'm starting. It's not in the lock and key industry, this particular example. And tell them what I was trying to do. And I said, well, you help me. I'll pay you. Like you can charge me retail or whatever you charge. I just need this help now, right? And they said, sure. They charged me a good retail amount, and I was on my way. So I get back and I go to do what they gave me. And after 2 days of struggling, a Saturday and a Sunday, just struggling, my wife continuing to call me, like, PJ, hey, you coming home? What's going on, right? And it was honestly hell, okay? And I realized towards Sunday afternoon, I'm like, I can't do this. Like what they gave me doesn't work. Like they set me up to fail and charged me. And I was ticked, okay? Not only did I spend all this time, I was tired, frustrated, but I still hadn't even solved my problem, right? Out of money, terrible. I mean, it's still like, I can still feel myself getting a little ticked off about it. And so, long story short, I ended up getting it figured out, and we were just kind of competition, right? And I should have known, like, they made a few comments to me about, more competition in the area, whatever. But fast forward, just a couple years ago, okay, a long time's went by, and I get a call from the owner, and he says, "Hey, PJ, I'm out of this product. I need it like right now to finish some jobs. Is there any way, if you have any, I can buy some from you?" And I mean, at first when he told me who he was, like your immediate thoughts, like, oh my gosh, right? And anyways, I say, sure, man, you can have some. And so he came, and I decided just to give it to him and not charge him. And the reason I did that was because sometimes we have to start being the person that is kind in that situation, right? Maybe did they deserve that? No. But if me and this competitor are going to have any sort of relationship, I have to start being kind. Even though I had every right to, at minimum, charge him, at most be like, hey, you know what, man? Remember 10 years ago when I was starting out and you left me high and dry, man? Cost me, 2 days of stress, and I still had to figure out the situation. Yeah, you're not getting in. You're not getting any of this product. Tough luck. Okay, I could have done that. I thought about it, right? I mean, come on now. I mean, let's be honest. And so, I thought about it, but I was like, you know what? If we're going to start to turn the page and do the right thing, then that's what we have to do, right? We have to be kind. And we have to be the one that starts that. So I hope that story is somewhat helpful. I didn't really want you guys to have me say to try to get along with your competition, have some sort of line of communication, right? You don't have to tell them all your business secrets or what customer of theirs that you just took or whatever, right? You don't have to tell them that. But we can be kind to each other. And so many of you I've already seen in the chats and in previous videos have good relationships. And there's a lot of times, right? If you do automotive work and you have a competitor in town that really doesn't do automotive work and they specialize in commercial or residential, swapping work and doing those things, it's really a fantastic thing. So hope you guys found this useful. I really look forward after the live here of reading your thoughts and comments, and I'm sure everyone else who's watching this video or listening to this at a later time can put their input in and also learn from all of us. So I'm really looking forward to all of your perspective. So with that said, let's move on here to this week's giveaway. And remember, stick around to the very end, because if you're watching live, I have something for you, and I'm excited to share it. You've never seen it before, and I really can't wait, okay? All right, so let's do this week's winners. Here we go. All right, let's first talk about the rules, all the information you need to know. So if I call your name, if you win, you want to email us your shipping address, info to sales@CLKsupplies.com, or call us 800-848-6989, and we'll send your gifts soon. We also love when you take pictures and send them in. I'll share them on here sometimes, share them on social. It's just fun to see, right? Like last week we gave away a key machine, and of course we talked about that and showed that one, but we don't always show the prizes, right? And it's fun for you guys and gals to reveal, I should say, the prizes. So how to win? You might be asking yourself that question. And that is, just comment on our videos and include the hashtag Lockboss. Winners will be chosen from comments on the previous week's video. That's it. It's really that simple. There's really no strings attached. It's completely free to enter. And we love locksmiths. We love people who work with locks and keys, and we want to hook you up. Okay. That's how it works. So, and by the way, thank you all for your support in your business. It's absolutely mind-blowing, and I sincerely appreciate it. All right, with that said, let's get on to the winners. So, winner number one this week is G-Lock Axis. G-Lock Axis, congratulations. Good stuff. Here we go. Winner number two this week is Robert Patton. Robert, congratulations. Here we go. Winner number three this week is Snake. Good stuff, Snake. Good stuff. Here we go. Winner number four. I was going to tell you I really don't like snakes very much, but doesn't really matter. Here we go. But I like you. But anyways, winner number four this week is Julio Deva. Julio Deva, congratulations. You're winner number four this week. And last but not least, winner number five this week is JD Lock. JD Lock, congratulations. Good stuff, everybody. Congrats to the winners. Now, I just want to mention, we got one more week left of our new Lockout water bottle free with any order over $475. Those are pretty cool. I really like them. You know how I really know when some of the stuff we do is cool is when my wife and kids love them and they love that water bottle. So I know we hit it out of the park on there, and I know all you do too. So 24 hours you can put ice in there or something like that. It's good stuff. All right, now you're hanging around because I told you to, because if you're live, we want to hook you up, all right? So let me show you something new we have, and they're these. Look at these. Check these out. These are our new Lockboss stickers. Check that out. Let's see if I can get it to register here. There we go. Check that out. How cool is that? Okay, so we got them in the red color, in the blue color. That shows up a little better on the camera there. The blue color. And then it's hard to make it straight. There we go. And the black color, right? These are really cool stickers. Love them. Connor really nailed it on the design on these once again. So this is the deal. If you're watching and you want a sticker, okay, we want to give one to you for free. All you need to do is email us within the next hour, right? So it's about 4, or let's just say up until 5:30 Pacific time on the 22nd here, February 22nd, and you're going to get a free sticker, okay? So in these subjects, so email sales@CLKsupplies.com, and in the subject line, put what color you want, or just put sticker and be dealer's choice. Just put black, red, or blue, okay? And your address that you want us to mail one to you in the envelope. We're going to hook you up with one of our free new stickers. Absolutely love these things. And by the way, when you put them on something, just like you've seen earlier, go ahead and send us a picture. We love seeing them. So these are the new stickers. We're actually been giving them out in some orders as well. So check them out. They're pretty cool. And make sure you send us an email. Well, I tell you what, that's all we got for you today. That's quite a bit. Quite a bit. And listen, I appreciate every one of you hanging out with us, commenting, providing value. I mean, I'm sitting here, I can't see the comments at the moment, but there's just a hair under 200 at the moment, right? Which is crazy. So thank you all for contributing to the videos and the knowledge, and just to the Lockboss community in general. Sincerely appreciate you all. Hope you have a great Tuesday evening, and we'll see y'all same place, same time next week. Have a good night.